Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, this week's episode of Prodigy Kids or Prodigy High Schoolers, I just want to get this off my chest really quickly. Why was there so much emphasis on the shower or like on the bath? Like there was so much that happened in that bath area that I feel like just wasn't necessary. But I guess when you have more guys almost than girls, and you're trying to make the guys do all the conveying, like tough stuff, and then you have the ladies kind of doing some stuff. Like one of them's a samurai, so all she does now is protect the main founder of this organization or the religious group or whatever they want to call it that they've made. So it's getting really weird. Like we have the doctor and we have the samurai and we have the girl who makes all the stuff and makes it out of stuff that we probably would never have or they kind of take it for granted because she does it without really, you know, asking for anything in return. She just does it. And to think that she has a crush on the main guy who's trying to make this world, livable for multiple people, it then draws this narrative to what, like I've been saying all this time, is what happens when these people, these top seven, these chosen ones supposedly, what if they ever went on separate sides? What if they ever had disagreements? What if they didn't agree with anything or something that's happening? So it's one of those things where I feel like it's happening already, and my first thought was like the money guy who literally can do any and everything in his will to get some money out in his pocket, but at the same time you would think if anyone goes against having money in their pocket or go against whatever he kind of believes in, it wouldn't be that, it wouldn't be such a smooth sailing trip after that, right? Like it feels like he would fight or he would go his own path, seeing how he made a lot of acquaintances and, people he can trust through that business stuff. So it's really weird at this point. Kind of like them giving me this mission right here, which gives me the ultimate weapon for whoever I take on that. So I don't know why that's happening, but I'm not gonna complain. Um, so from what I understand out of all this is we should probably be getting a lot of exposition when it comes down to who and why uh, who is going, or not who, but the guy who can do all this fire magic and stuff. Who is he? Like, why did he end up where he is? Like, how did he end up in power? Like, all that stuff. I feel like we're gonna get that information relatively soon. Um, oh yeah, I'm gonna use Gracie actually. And then the other thing is, whenever we kind of get anything of an exposition in the case of our character saying why he's doing things or what in the past has pointed him in this direction to continue to do what he's doing, and if he thinks it's right or wrong. We get a relatively interesting outcome with our main guy going against his father's wishes and kind of snitching on him in the case of his father being a corrupt politician and that not being something he wants for, he didn't want that for the people. He didn't just want it for himself, it was for the people. And because of it, him going against his father and getting dirt and all this different stuff actually winds up getting him killed. And that is something he's been living with, all of his life as a young kid. And having your mom slap you for literally trying to just bring justice and whatever you believe was right to the people, and you get treated badly for it, So it's these types of things that this show was really conveying in powerful ways. Oops. And I was really fascinated by it, and because of that, I look forward to seeing what else they can kind of put forward. Like I look forward to seeing what all kind of comes with the territory of this show, because we know a lot of characters are capable of doing great things, but at the same time, the girl who has been making all the stuff for our crew, she feels some type of way about the elf girl getting so close with the main politician guy, you know. So, and it's not that she hates her or anything. She just would rather that be her than anyone else, you know. Seemingly normal, basic love, and they're playing with it so well, in my opinion. Like they're going in a direction where it's like this love can actually be something that slows down the process of saving this world, of getting out of this situation, you know, all these different things. And we come to find out that we have no idea what she's capable of if she wants it to be that way. I mean, for as far as I know, she could just literally be like, okay, well, since you and her are so close and comfortable, I'm just gonna, be. She's not gonna want to talk to anybody anymore. She's not gonna go out of her way to, like for instance, she was supposed to talk to the guy about preparations and stuff, and instead of doing that, she straight up just doesn't say anything at all because of how she's feeling. So that's the type of stuff I'm talking about that can slow down the process, slow down a little bit of everything, and give us a reason to think that things could go wrong if they continue to do so. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting as a whole, and to think that a lot of people probably would see that and be like, "Oh my God, it doesn't mean anything." I know some people like that. It's kind of weird to me, but to each their own. For me, YT. It it definitely leads to me believe that anything we kind of see from here on out can have these types of, emotional drain on certain characters, or things that people are happy to be doing may not always be something that's good for everybody, right? Or it's not, everybody wouldn't want that choice for you to do it because they would want them to be the choice or something along those lines. So it was really a interesting episode as a whole, because we see how quickly everything's turning around for this village and turning around for its people. But at the same time, our main guy is at a point where he doesn't want to, accept the fact that everybody's being so thankful and wonderful to him, even though that he was willing to sacrifice somebody who truly needed all the help they could get. And he just would have turned a blind eye to her and let it happen because that would have bettered the people than just bettering her situation. So it's that type of stuff that kind of gives you the insight that you'll need on his character. Like, he's just not somebody who is selfish. He's not someone who's worried about everything going in his favor and stuff like that. So if that was something that changes within the show, that would be interesting. That would be actually pretty crazy if he starts being selfish and does stuff for him and not just for the people and just for everybody around him. So we'll see if he ever does get to that point. I can see that kind of happening, but at the same time, I can see them playing with it, playing with the story of him not, still being with for the people, and then by doing that, people start doubting him because of some of the choices, and they all come to find out that really he was just doing any and everything for them. So I don't know. I see potential in this show by a ton, and I do hope to see where all. Don't worry about what he's doing. That's normal. Okay, this is normal. But I do look forward to seeing where all this goes. These Prodigy kids have been relatively interesting to me, and I think they have a good potential to shock people in the grand scheme of like what this show can do as a whole. I think they have a lot of amazing puzzle pieces already on the board, and they just have to plug them all together, and hopefully it comes out looking amazing and seemingly is an amazing story to watch or hear, because I enjoy it, but at the same time, I can't just turn my brain off on it. So it's not like a dumbed down show that you just, oh, nothing matters that they're talking about. Nothing really is going to happen with the information we're getting. It's not like that, and I do truly appreciate them not going that route. I mean, which a lot of shows can do that, but like I always say, to each their own. And whatever the case may be, though, we are getting some interesting storytelling at nonetheless. So let's just hope they can keep that up and keep some mystery within the show and not be too straightforward and stuff like that. Because as of right now, we don't know what this guy is going to try to do that is mad of the fact of them, you know, one of the capitals or one of the people that he put in charge is not in charge there anymore. Like a rebel party has taken someone out that you placed in that position, and now you have to right all that wrong. And so he's definitely angry. He's definitely not happy about the situation, but at the same time, he has magic, and he's also a good reason why our politician guy was talking about worrying about aerial attacks this week instead of just being like, oh yeah, well, since our castle walls are stronger, we should be fine. Like, to be fair, the only reason why they broke the castle walls is because they created something so ridiculously powerful that it made sense for them to be able to break it and crash into it. But to think that they would be able to do this without the help of the girl who is kind of now seemingly on the fence and is angry, so we'll see how much work she continues to give or even talks about, seeing how she's not in any particular happy mood about what she's seen. So I don't know. The show's definitely caught my eye, and I really want it to be good. I really want it to end out being something that I can, tell people to watch and why you should watch it and stuff, because I feel there's a great theme going on with it, like the overall plot and how it's being played out, and that it has like blood and stuff in it. They're not just going oh, I took a samurai sword and ran past you and you didn't die or anything. So they don't do that. I do like that aspect of this overall anime by using weapons. There's stuff that comes with weapon, and that's death. And a lot of shows kind of hide away from that, which they can say the people who are fighting are so good at fighting that they don't cause death. They just knock you out or cut you and leave you wounded, so you have to get healed, whatever the case. But with this show, it definitely doesn't seem like that. They're loyal to that overall goal of, yeah, if you took a sword to this guy, he's dead. Like, he's gone. So none of that here, and I appreciate that aspect of the show. So with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. If I did sound any different or irritated or anything, I do apologize. This wasn't my day, but regardless of it being my day or not, I want to get this content out to you guys. I want to hear from you, and I want to just make sure you guys are having a good one. So with all that being said, peace.